so if we do our wake up to begin with, so wherever you are in your chair is fine. So underneath the collarbones, we'll just start to gently tap. And for all of this, we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, with the idea that we're just releasing anything from the body. And then up and down the sternum, just be careful. So we're tapping into the energy of our body, into the meridians. And then under the arms, so either both together or you can just do one, all right? However you can sort of get to under the arms. And then under the eyes, a little bit gentler here, just on those bones under the eyes. And then we just give the hands a shake at the end of that. And we want to get the energy moving across our body now. So we're going to take one hand to the opposite shoulder. We're going to squeeze those muscles like we're trying to sort of pull them off. And then we're going to smooth across to the other hip and flick our fingers off. Okay, so we're going to squeeze, smooth and flick. Squeeze, smooth and flick. So just do it in the speed that you wish to do it in. So a good squeeze and then come across. It's important in the body for the energy to move across, forward and up and down, so that the body can sort of heal itself, work optimally. Let's do one more round. Okay, once we're finished then, we're going to bring the hands in front of the hips, and this is called the zip up. We're going to do this 3 times. Feel as though you're zipping in and holding this energy in your body. So on your in-breath, drawing up. And then releasing on your out breath. And again. One more. And I'm going to bring one hand across the navel, the other one across the third eye between our eyebrows. 3 breaths here. At the end of your breath, just shake the hands off. And then we're going to sit back in our chair, feet on the floor. Just bring the hands sort of into the lap, close the eyes. And for a moment, we're just going to feel into any sensations in the body from that wake up. So something, the thoughts might have changed in your mind. There might be a different feeling in the body. Just sort of check in with that. Now I'd like you to just watch and feel your breath. So aware of where the breath breathes in your body, where that movement is. Aware of the flow of the breath. Does it feel as though it's flowing freely, or is it a little bit stuttery, a little bit tight? No, you're not trying to change it, you're just watching and feeling it. And then the speed of the breath. So all we've done is we've just checked in with the breath. Now, wherever you find the movement of the breath, I'd like you to feel that lower down in your torso than higher up. So if you felt it high in your chest, see if you can bring it down to sort of begin in the belly and the ribs, that kind of area. Because when we breathe in and the belly goes away from the body, the diaphragm is pulled down, which means it opens the lungs, and then we get more airflow. More air into the lungs means more oxygenation into the blood that then travels around the body, and every cell in the body needs oxygen. Every cell. So the breath doesn't just keep us alive, it nourishes the cells as well. So for today, you're just going to practice bring that breath a little bit further down into your torso, if you indeed found up in your chest. Okay, so just releasing that, opening the eyes, we're going to come halfway forward into our chair. So we feel as though our feet are on the floor and our spine is nice and long. We're going to dangle the arms. If you've got an arm on the chair, then sort of take it outside the arms. And then we're going to slide over to your left and hold onto the chair with your right hand. Okay, so we're gently going to feel as though we're sliding, like sliding down the wall. And then you just gently hold the chair with your right hand and just feel this stretch through the side of your neck. So this arm and the head dangles to just help with that stretch. So you're going to slowly bring yourself up, just brace your core, so you bring your head up last, and as it comes back to center, tuck the chin just down to the chest. See how that feels? Lift the head, and then we're going to slide in the other direction. So take that left hand, get that ready. Gently just hooking onto the chair and just sliding all the way over. So the only thing that's holding you on the chair is that hand. Lovely stretch. All right, bring that body back up, head last. Drop the head down to the chin. Sorry, chin down to the chest. Now leave the arms dangling with a nice long spine. You're going to draw a line as though you've got a pen on the end of your chin from the chest up to that left shoulder. So it's sort of like a quarter of a circle, if you like. And once you get all the way up, you're then going to draw that line close to your body as you come down and bring the chin back to the chest. So we're going to do 3. So if you want to go with the breath, the in-breath is as you draw that line from the chest up to that left shoulder. And the out-breath, you bring it down. Now the breath is in and out through the nose. So one more. Still keeping that nice long spine. When you've done 3, switch to the other side. Keep the chin close to your body as you come up on that in-breath. And come down on your out. When you're finished, just leave the chin towards the chest. And then bring your head back up. All right, so from here, interlace the fingers and keep the first finger pointing out, okay? Just work with the breath, so feel your feet into the floor, and on your in-breath, bring the arms up. We're going to slide here again, but with more of our core strength over to your left. You just slide, so you're going down the wall on your out-breath. Brace your core, and on your in-breath, come back up. And then slide down the other side on your out-breath. Up you come. So the arms are like making the shape of the flame of a candle, if you like. And then just keep going. So it's with your breath, just stretching out through the side body. Every time we sort of move the arms, especially above the head, we're working that lymphatic system, which helps the detoxification of the body. Let's do one more round. And one more round. Okay, bring the hands back down. From here, then we'll do our shoulder flow. So think shoulders, even though we're moving our arms. All right. So on the in-breath, we bring the arms up and out like we're going to sing. Open the chest. On your out-breath, you bring the hands in front, interlace the fingers, turn the palms, push to me. Feel the back of the shoulders open. In-breath, bring the arms up. On the out-breath, bring the hands behind the head and tuck the elbows into the nose. On your in-breath, take the nose and the elbows to the ceiling. On your out-breath, come back with the torso, release the arms and take them down beside your body and hold the chair. And on your in-breath, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, bring the shoulder blades in towards the spine. On out-breath, we come back to center, so we soften. And then on the in-breath, we bring the arms above the head. Bring the palms together and bring them back down. Right, so think shoulders as we move the arms. So in-breath, open up. And the out-breath, hands in front, interlace the fingers, push the palms to me. In-breath, bring the arms above the head. Out-breath, hands behind the head, elbows tuck into the nose. In-breath, noses to the ceiling. On your out-breath, release the arms and bring them hands to hold the chair. In-breath, roll the shoulders back, elbows to the spine, lift the chest. In-breath. The out-breath, release. The in-breath, bring the arms above the head. And the out-breath, come back. Right, let's do one more then. In-breath. Swing the arms around, interlace the fingers on your out-breath. Turn the palms to me. Push and in-breath. Out-breath, hands behind the head, elbows to the nose. In-breath, all up. That's out-breath, release. Take the hands to the chair. Roll the shoulders, in-breath, lift the chest. Out-breath, release. In-breath all the way up. And on your out-breath, coming down. Something more for our waist. And we're going to make some circles with our upper body. So we're just going to move sort of into the waist. So it can be quite a big movement. Okay, so we're going to start. So we're just sort of trying to move from the waist. If you want to go down to the hips, you can, but it's just a big circle that we're generating. So you feel yourself moving from buttock to buttock. Sometimes you can feel a stretch through your side. The belly will pop in as you sort of move backwards. And then see how big you can make those circles, just waking up the body. And then we're going to make them smaller. And then after we've made them smaller, we're going to move in the other direction. So start moving in the other direction before you completely stop. It's always easier. The mind likes that a little bit more. And then just gradually make those circles bigger. Just feel as though you're waking that body up. All right, and then bring those circles smaller again. Fabulous. Right, I'm just going to move my chair around to the side so you can see a bit easier. We're going to work with the spine. So feet on the floor, hands on the thighs. Nice long spine. And on your in-breath, we're going to lift the chest drop the belly forward so the hips come forward a little bit. And on your out breath, you're going to tuck the belly, tuck the chin, lean into your chair and round your spine. So these are cat-cows, okay? So on your in-breath, the belly pops forward towards your thighs, you lift the chest, gentle look up, not too much. And then on your out-breath, opposite, tuck the belly, take the spine to the chair and tuck the chin. Okay, off you go. We're just going to move through that spine, feel as though it's waking up, all the fluid is moving, all the energy is moving. And if you can, work up with your breath. Otherwise, just feel into the movement, okay? Make this your last one. And then come back to a nice long spine when you're done. Okay. Bring your left hand onto the outside of your right thigh. And then you're going to push the heel of this right hand shoulder height all the way around. So follow the hand with the eyes. And we're going to come into a twist. So I'm going to put my arm over my chair to help me stay in my twist. If your arm is a bit lower or your chair is different, you can just hold on or lower down. As long as your shoulder is coming backwards, so the chest opens up and you feel as though there's this spiral in your spine. That's the main thing. Try and keep the shoulders nice and soft. Bring your breath into the belly. So the in-breath, the belly gently pushes out. And on the out-breath, the belly just sort of gradually comes in. And in twist, you're just working into your internal organs naturally. And if you bring in a abdominal movement, it just massages while you're in that twist, all those organs. Just helps everything to work properly. So let's gently unwind. You don't have to go anywhere, but I'll turn my chair around. So on this side, it's the right hand on the outside of the left leg. Nice long spine. Push the heel of that other hand away. Follow the hand with the eyes as you go into your twist. And then connect with your chair anywhere to keep you in the twist, just to sort of hold you there. Once you're there, open the chest and then come back to that breath in the belly. You know, it's a nice slow breath, but just focus it further down other than in your chest. All right, gently unravel that. Bring it yourself back. And I'll bring myself back. Okay, let's start to work through these hips. So if you feel you want to hold the chair, you can. Otherwise, just sort of have the hands out of the way. You want to make sure your feet are on the floor. You're halfway forward in your chair. You've got a nice long spine. So we're going to lift the legs, right, one at a time. So we're lifting them over something. Okay, so we'll start with the right leg. We're going to brace our core, so all around this area, just feel as though it's being sort of squashed in. And then we're going to lift that leg, take it out. Either touch the floor or not, it's entirely up to you. And then we're going to lift it back in. Okay, so you can feel that strengthen through the thigh, also strengthens the core as we sort of move ourselves. Okay. So a nice little lift. Then it's working into this hip, into this ball and socket joint, right deep in that hip. You know, and every time we move the body, it helps to lubricate. It's all the fluid moving. Right, I think that's enough. Super. And then we'll go to the other side. So brace, sit up nice and tall. Off we go. Lifting that leg up and over. Hovering the foot or placing it on the floor in between. Nice lift. Try to keep that spine as long as we can. Brilliant. Okay, so take your fists and tap on the outside of the thighs and on the insides of the thighs and all over the thighs, outside, inside, on top of the thighs. Let's wake up some more of those meridians as well. Right, so we've warmed up that spine, we've warmed up the hips, so let's go in for a forward bend. So widen through those knees. And you want to feel safe, so you want to make sure your feet are on the floor. You can either just bring your arms down as you come forward, slide them down your legs, or grab hold of the chair leg once you get there. All right, so start with your chin to the chest, and then down we go. However you feel safe to get there. You're just allowing the upper body to stretch out your spine. Now, if you feel short of breath here, focus on bringing the breath into your back ribs, because the lungs will expand into your back ribs as well as into the front. So you can sort of feel all the ribs expand instead of just at the front. Soften the face, relax your jaw, relax the tongue. Have the sense that the jaw is moving towards the floor. Okay, with the chin still to the chest, on an in-breath, stack your spine, come all the way up, bring the head up last. Fabulous, and then just bring those legs back in. All right, so we're going to bring the arms out into our cactus. So the elbows are bent and the palms are just facing forward. You can have them anywhere, doesn't matter. If you can get them up to shoulder height, then go for it. And then we're just going to twist, all right? So we're going to twist without holding on to anything. So make sure your core is braced. On an in-breath, we're going to turn in one direction. So the whole upper body turns, and on the out-breath, we come all the way back and go to the other side. So this is a slow twist. So keep going. The in-breath, you come to one direction, you push that back elbow behind you, you look behind, and then on the out-breath, you come back in the other direction. So we'll do a few of these. So let's do one more. Bring ourselves back for the last time and just dangle those arms. And we're going to give them a bit of a shake out. Okay, let's give the arms a bit of a break. We'll come down to these legs. So if you want to hold on the chair, you can. Otherwise, have the hands just in your hip creases. Okay, nice long spine. We're going to lift this right leg and we're going to take it out straight. And we're going to push the heel towards me and the toes towards you. No matter how high it goes, you're still working through the leg. Your core is having to pull itself in to keep you nice and upright. Just always make sure you keep the breath moving. Excuse me. Don't try and hold the breath while you've got this leg up here. Push the toes away. Bring them towards me. Lovely stretch out through the front of the ankle. Then if you let that foot go floppy and just circle it. But do it nice and slow so you sort of feel every tiny, minute part of that movement. And then we'll go back in the other direction. Hold on, bring that foot down. And then we'll move to the other leg. So brace, long spine, push the heel to me, toes to you. Keep the breath moving. And then point the toes. Let the foot go floppy and then we're going to circle it. Really slow. And the other direction. All right, bring the feet back down. So now let's come up onto the toes. So just come up onto the toes. Then you're going to see if there's any way that you can circle here, because you'll feel that up the back of the legs. Just sort of bring a circle while you're on your toes. And then maybe the other direction. Feels a bit strange, but it's all good. Okay. Now we're going to lean back into our chair. So just find where that chair is. We're going to need to brace this core again. We're going to bring the arms and legs off the floor. Okay, just as high as you can on an in-breath and bring the back down on an out-breath. So make this your kind of move. Okay, so on the in-breath, bring everything up. And on your out-breath, let everything go. Up we go again. Still two more. Marvelous. Right, let's sit up again. I do a lot of energy medicine as part of my yoga. And we're working at the moment with the summer element, and the element is fire. So that can bring a lot of anxiety into our lives. This is sort of along the lines of traditional Chinese medicine, if you like. And we're just going to do a movement with a sound. Okay, so the sound is like you're just getting rid of the excess sort of fire, heat in your body. And then the thumbs come to different chakras in your body. All right, so we're going to do that just to help with the anxiety that people can often feel this time of year, just because there's lots of this fiery energy about. Okay, so hands at the heart. On your out breath, feel as though you're releasing the anxiety. You don't need to know what it is. The body knows. So on your in breath, take the arms out. Out breath, thumbs to the crown of the head to a fabulous. In breath, take the arms out. Release the anxiety, thumbs to the third eye between the eyebrows. In breath, take the arms out. Thumbs to the heart. In breath, arms out. Palms to the belly button. And bring the hands over the belly. First fingers meet. We've got 3 breaths here. Same again. Last out breath, we're going to smooth the hands down the legs and off the toes. From here, we're going to smooth up the outside of the large big toe to the ankle, up the insides of the lower legs, to the middle of the knees, from the knees up to the middle of the thighs. Leave your body and come up to the shoulders, round at the shoulders and end up under the arms. And we're going to massage that spleen meridian where we tapped at the beginning. So that is drawing up your spleen meridian right from the big toes. Okay, so shake that off your fingers. So if you feel over anxious in the summertime, it's just because there's all that fire, that fiery energy in the body. Okay. All right. Let's come into some shoulder shrugs. So we're back to the shoulders. So bring the arms down beside the body. We're going to make a square movement with both shoulders, not a circular square. Okay. So nice long spine. Draw the shoulders straight up towards the ears. Then bring them straight forward from that top point. Take them straight down from that forward point. Then take them straight back from that bottom point. Now take them back up, so it's back, behind and up. Then bring them straight forward. Then bring them straight down from the front and then straight back. So a square, straight up at the back, forward from the top, down from the front and back. One more. So up from the back, forward from the top, down from the top and then back. From this back point, come forward. So you're back and down, bring them forward, then up, then back from the top and then down. Forward from the bottom, then up to the top. Just gets in a little bit deeper, so keep going. Than an ordinary circle. One more. Okay, and release. Right, the last thing we're going to do is just some figure of eights. They're called Celtic weaves in energy medicine yoga. Our body is full of weaves everywhere. Our DNA is like a spirally weavy shape, and this just holds in all the work that we've done. So it's like building a wall of protection around us. Okay. So how we do these is on your in-breath, bring the arms up, up, and then you just figure of eight all around your body, basically. And then you can do them wherever you want. So your in-breath, the arms come up, and then you can go to the side. And you're just building this protection. You're holding in all this wonderful work that you've done today. And it also helps to build out your aura, so your energetic body that's outside your physical body. That place you know where someone gets into if you don't really want them there, or you feel they're getting a bit too close, that's your aura. We can feel that when people come into it, especially ones we don't want in it. All right then. Let's do one more of that. Okay, now we can sit back in our chair. We're going to bring the hands to the lap, so you might want to just overlay them. Close the eyes. Feel the shoulder blades are in your chair. The spine is nice and long, but not too stiff. So now come back to your breath, like we did at the beginning, to just watch the breath. Because with all that stretching and moving, it may well have changed its quality. So now be aware of its movement in your body. It may feel more spacious now. Be aware of its flow. What's changed? And the speed of the breath. So maybe the breath has dropped down lower in your torso now, as the tightness in the body has been freed up. So here I'd just like you to still watch and feel the breath. But the difference this time is on the out breath, I want you to feel a softness coming over your physical body. Like on an out breath, everything is softening, it's melting everything's relaxing down. So as the out breath naturally leaves the body, just feel yourself soften. The last remaining tension just drop away. Feel the face soften. The jaw relax again. The jaw stops clenching itself. Shoulders relax. Arms. Feel a softness through the belly. Relaxing the legs. The power of the breath. Anytime we don't like what the mind is doing, thinking, maybe trying to stress us out, just come to watch and feel the breath. Let that out breath soften you. And as the body softens, so will the thoughts in the mind. Just by a few minutes doing this, you've diverted the attention of that busy mind. You often find when you go back into the mind, it's a different place to be. So now have an awareness of how relaxed you are. Just in those few moments, what's changed. And with practice, it happens quicker and quicker each time. The body then has a habit of when you watch your out breath, it naturally relaxes. So bring the hands and cross them at the heart. And we'll close the class just honouring our practice. Namaste.